Hello students, I hope you have started studying and attending the classes. So those who are not attending the classes, start attending the classes. Okay. So we will continue with the previous chapter, that is how do organisms reproduce. Students, today we will start with vegetative propagation. I have already given you the introduction of vegetative propagation. What is vegetative propagation? What are vegetative parts of a plant? Vegetative parts are roots, stem, leaves, buds. Okay, so these are called the vegetative parts. And vegetative propagation or vegetative reproduction means when these parts they give rise to new individual, that is vegetative propagation or vegetative reproduction, and it is the asexual mode of reproduction. Okay, and it takes place only in plants. So vegetative propagation can be defined as the process of multiplication in which a vegetative portion or a fragment of a plant body functions and develops into a new individual. Understood or no? Now, the plant parts like leaf, stem, roots, bud, they all are capable of giving rise to new offspring. Okay. Here, these vegetative parts, they give rise to a new offspring. And now what happens? Here, this is the asexual mode of reproduction. So here, these vegetative parts give rise to the whole organisms. And here, the fusion of male and the female gamete does not take place. Okay. So, here in asexual reproduction, the offsprings which are produced, they are exactly similar to the parent. Okay. Now, if suppose the vegetative parts are roots, stems, leaves, so they give rise to a new individual, and that individual is exactly similar to that of the parent. Understood or no? So, here no reproductive organ takes part in this method of reproduction, and therefore no seeds are produced. So here the gametes are not contributed by the parents, okay, and there is no fusion of gametes takes place, and seeds are not formed. Okay, so now vegetative propagation is of two types. One is natural vegetative propagation, and another one is artificial vegetative propagation. Now you can even see here in the slide natural vegetative propagation. What is natural vegetative propagation? It is a mode of asexual reproduction which occurs naturally in the plants. Okay, naturally it takes place and without the help of any artificial means. Understood? Now here these vegetative organs like roots, stems and leaves, they bear buds, and these buds, they are inactive. Okay, but when the suitable conditions are there, then these buds, they germinate and they give rise to a new plant. Okay, so now some of the methods of vegetative propagation or some of the methods of natural vegetative propagation are vegetative propagation by roots. Okay, you can see in the slide. So vegetative propagation by root, vegetative propagation by stems. Now in vegetative propagation by roots, you can see here in vegetative propagation by roots of some plants, they bear adventitious buds on them. Okay, in the roots some adventitious buds are present, and these adventitious buds are the buds that are formed on the parts of the plant other than the shoot tip and axils of the leaves. So where these adventitious buds are formed? They are formed roots of some plants, they have certain buds. So children, what happen? These buds, when the favorable conditions are there, these buds, they grow. Okay, they form a shoot, and then that shoot gets detached from the bud, and it grows into a new offspring. Okay. Now vegetative propagation by roots we have already discussed. Here the examples are sweet potato, dahlia and asparagus. So example of vegetative propagation by roots is guava, papaya, shisham, sweet potato, dahlia and asparagus. Okay. Then we come to vegetative propagation by roots. Sorry, vegetative propagation by stems. Now children, you can see here what the example of vegetative propagation by stem is. Runners, stolons, suckers, rhizomes, corms, bulbs and tubers. They all are the examples of vegetative propagation by stem. Okay. Now first we come to the vegetative propagation in an underground stem. Okay. Now vegetative propagation in underground stem, first is tuber. You can even see in the slide also potato. So that comes under tuber. So it is, what is this actually children? Tuber. It is a underground stem. Tuber is a underground stem, because here now we are discussing the vegetative propagation by stem. So first is the tuber. In the tuber, the stem, underground stem, it swells due to the storage of food. It stores the food. Okay. So tuber is a swollen underground stem, and it has axillary buds in the axil of scale leaves. Now children, it is very simple. Tuber is what? Tuber is a stem. So it is an underground swollen stem. It is a stem. So it will have all the characteristics of stem, means it will have the axillary bud also, it will have scale leaves also. You can see some very fine hair like structures in the potato, that is the roots. Okay, so you can see in the picture also, this is actually the underground swollen stem, and the stem bears leaves. So here in the potato you can see the leaves are also there, the scale leaves are also there, and in the axil of these scale leaves are present the axillary bud, and that is called as, here the scale leaves and the axillary bud together are called as potato eye. And here you can see the scale leaf, and in the axil of the scale leaf axillary bud is present. What will happen? This axillary bud will grow into a new plant, as you can see in the slide. Okay, can you see here? From the axillary bud the new plant arises. Okay, and then this plant, it gets detached from the potato and give rise to new individuals. I hope it is clear what is tuber. Okay, so here you can see the examples are potato. Okay, now then we come to rhizome. Now what is rhizome? The example of rhizome is also underground stem. Now what is the example of rhizome? Ginger. You can see in the slide also. So it is also an underground stem. Okay, that has buds and adventitious roots. Okay, so it has got the adventitious roots, and it also has got the buds, and these buds give rise to new plants. I hope it is clear what is a rhizome. Then we come to bulb. What is bulb? So here we are discussing vegetative propagation by stems, bulbs. Actually children, bulb is also a modified stem which has axillary bud which produces new plants. For example, you can see in onion. In onion, what is there in onion? You can see in the slide also. Onion, it is a bulb. Can you see in the onion? Outside there are papery leaves. You can see on the slide. Okay. And it has got the buds in the axils of the leaves as well as in the center. Outside are present fleshy layers, and in the, you can see these leaves. Okay. And these fleshy layers, can you see here in glandular, in onion, can you see the fleshy layers? In the axil of these fleshy layers are present the adventitious buds, which on suitable condition grows into a new shoots. They form a new shoots. Understood or no? You can even see in end of the season. You can see here in early season. So here are the adventitious buds, and at the end of the season, these adventitious grows into a daughter bulb. I hope it is clear to everyone. Then we come to corm. And what is the example of corm? Gladulus and colocasia. I hope it is clear to everyone. Now we will discuss the vegetative propagation by subaerial and aerial stems. Okay, the examples are stolons. Example of stolon is blackberry. Here it is an aerial stem that grows upward. You can see here in stolon. So here stolons, they are the aerial stem that grows upward. Okay, that grows upward, arches over and touches the ground at the node. Okay, they touch the ground at the node, you can see, and from these nodes adventitious roots arises and forms a new shoot. So that is a stolon. Example is blackberry. Then we come to sucker. You see in the slide. Can you see here? This branch is a sucker and it has got large number of adventitious roots. So this is also a subaerial plant, a lateral branch arising from the node in the underground part of the stem. So what is happening here? Can you see sucker? So what is happening here? It is sucker is a lateral branch. You can see in the slide also. It is a lateral branch which arising from the node. Okay, it is arising from the node from the underground part of the stem. You just see here clearly, underground part of the stem is there, and from here from the node a branch arises, and that is the sucker. Okay, and it grows out and produces a new plant. You can see here. This is the taproot. This is taproot. You can see here. This from the node, one new branch will arise. Okay, and that is a sucker, and it will bear adventitious roots. I hope it is clear to everyone. What is sucker? Now we come to runner. See here in the slide, children, runner. Here, children, it is a stem that grows horizontally along the ground. You can see it grows along the ground, and it bears axillary buds which give rise to roots and develop into new plants. Example, strawberry. You can see here, it's such a nice slide it is. So it grows along the ground and then it gives rise to, see here it has given rise to adventitious, it gives rise to axillary buds, okay, which give rise to the adventitious roots. Can you see here? These are the adventitious roots and these are the small daughter plants. So here it will first, in this runner, adventitious buds are formed, and these adventitious buds, they give rise to the roots and develop a new plant. Okay, so runner bears it is very important. The runner bears axillary buds, and these axillary buds give rise to the roots. See here, two small plants. Okay, now vegetative propagation by leaves. Now we come to vegetative propagation by leaf. Now in vegetative propagation by leaf, you can see example is bryophyllum. Okay, and in the bryophyllum, children, in the bryophyllum, some plants, you can see very clearly, some plants that develop buds in the marginal notches of the leaf. Here you can see in the picture, in the margins of the leaves, buds are there, and when these buds come in contact with soil, they sprout and develop new plants. Example, bryophyllum. Okay. Now we come to the artificial methods of vegetative propagation. Artificial methods of vegetative propagation. First one is cutting. Okay, this one example are sugarcane and rose. And here you can see the stem is cut into small pieces. Okay, stem is cut into small pieces, and each the stem having the bud. So there should be a bud, and then each stem is planted and it grows into a new plant. Then we come to another artificial method, that is layering. Okay, layering is a method of artificial vegetative propagation in which roots are induced artificially on stem branches buried in the soil. Here what happens, the branch of the plant that is made to touch the ground, and when it touches the ground, the roots are formed, and after some time the plants can be separated from the parent plant, and as you can see in the slide also. Okay, so that is layering, and example of layering is jasmine and strawberry. Then we come to grafting. Now children, grafting, it is a technique in which the cut stems of two plants, one with root and other with shoot, are stumped together to form a composite plant that grows finally in a single plant. In the process of grafting, two plants from different varieties are chosen such that one being bears a strong root system and other bears desired variety of flower or fruit. The plant from which the root is taken is called the stalk, and the other plant from where the shoot is taken is called scion. And both of them are then held together, okay, or both of them are combined together, okay, and they form one plant. You can see here, one is first one is the root system. This piece is taken of the plant and it bears the root, it will form the root, and the another one is the stem, and both of them are held together, okay, and they are combined together, and after some time it will form a single new plant. So students, today we will discuss till here, and in the next class we will discuss the sexual reproduction in plants. Okay, so if you have any doubt, you can clarify your doubts. Thank you, students.